Oh no, people are posting lots of links in Discord. Oh, okay, one of them's just my stream. I guess some of the folks. So we're casting from a Discord right now, and I'm sitting in one channel with Sauce, and everyone else is down in the Mashing Buttons channel, all talking smack while they play. So I imagine someone just didn't know what the link for the stream was. Oh, and it will actually be an Akali from Wheels. I was expecting the Alex, but I would not be surprised to hear that he is gotten together with some of the other guys from the lobby here and come up with a strategy with this Akali.
And on her target combo, okay? Gets the... Okay. We're seeing a lot of jumps and a lot of buttons, which is what I like to see. Okay. Oh, the puke! Get the puke. You can combo after the puke, Wheels. You can combo after it. Okay. Jab, DP. Jab, jab, jab. Okay. Okay. Oh,
Very
no.
close round at the end, but the DP
Oh, no.
will take it.
Laura, come back? Oh, no. The DP gonna seal the deal. Well, I mean, we've already seen an improvement from Wheel so far because with Alex, he couldn't do any special moves. With this one, he's done DP and puke. So we're already seeing an improvement from Wheels' gameplay. Okay, crush counter. Crush counter right back. Now, Wheels' stun is getting kind of high, and he's in the corner. Get that puke. Get that puke on the ground. Okay. Okay. Oh, you can combo after that. Okay, DP. Both of them have super on deck. Okay, never mind. Looks like Laura woke up with an EX move.
Got grabbed out of it, yeah. It was a nice grab on wake up and
Oh,
both
no.
of them standing there ripping grab.
Ripping grabs! Oh, okay, uses the armor to armor through it. Oh, no. Wake up stomp. And Wheels is going to take game one. What a crazy game one.
For sure. Lots of buttons being pressed.
We
Lots.
saw... yeah, we saw Mitch, like, whiff grab, like, 5 times in a row. Once also started whiffing grabs.
I can see Bacon Bolt's getting excited in our chat for the return of more Nikali gameplay.
Yeah, dude. Love watching that in the college. It's hilarious. Oh, Laura's like, oh, okay.
And I do want to mention here again.
Okay, throw him out of the puke.
In general, for anyone who's playing online, but in particular if you're playing against someone who has limited vision, make sure that you're picking the grid. It does remove issues with contrast for people with low vision, and some of the audio cues that folks rely on can be more difficult to hear in stages that have a lot of background noise. Waterfall isn't nearly as bad as some of the other stages,
Yeah.
but of course that is not ideal. So
Like-
do keep that in mind when you're getting together with friends to play. As we see, Mitch, no doubt inspired by my words regarding
Don'tRunOff
accessibility, taking the first round.
And there looks like there is a little bit of hiccup on the connection too, and going under the grid helps us too because it is the least laggy stage because the game doesn't have to run all these background assets, right? Like it doesn't have to load in the sheep, make sure that the sheep is running the same FPS on both connections. So definitely the grid is where you want to go if you're playing online in general, but especially for these hard of sight players. Okay, gets the puke. Getting this puke, man. Gross. Get away from me.
So,
Yeah, Wheels is going to take the round with the puke. The power of puke, man.
Definitely some unfamiliarity here from Mitch, and anyone who's a beginner is going to struggle against Nikali's vomit. It's such a good pressure tool against people that aren't prepared to immediately interrupt it or play around it.
Arm blocking.
Yeah. So definitely something that
The main way to beat puke is to just block it because then it goes away. At this low level,
Of course, the other option for
That's
Laura
right.
is to armor through it, but you don't want to be spending that meter if you don't have to. And we do see a grab taking game number 2.
Laura cannot. You can also jump over it, right? It's basically a fireball that runs across the ground. Hopefully, Runoff will be able to listen to the sound cue of Nikali puking all over the ground, and then maybe being able to jump over it in response. Because I'm fairly certain that there is an audio cue when he does that move.
For sure. The main issue would be spacing, right? It can be easy to lose track of where exactly your opponent is. That's why sometimes you'll see some of our other players dash up and then mash a few crouching lights just to see if they are that close to
I think a good option might be to just jump as far as he can and then go with the medium punch, medium kick target combo after landing the jump in, just because that's not dependent on distance. Like, no matter where Laura lands her jump in, that won't matter. So you don't need to like necessarily react to distance. Okay, we see a dock activation. Oh, gets the throw. Laura's stun is very high here. Oh, and he gets another throw. Wheels gonna take this round with a third throw.
Man, throws for days. You know, you see Nikali,
Very nice.
and among our set of players, immediately you think of Daka and Shinny. But one thing that Daka in particular would never do with his Nikali, in part because his keyboard was broken at the time, was do lots of throws. So definitely a different style of Nikali coming out here from Wheels. Nice to see that he has really made his
His
characters.
super not gonna work. Laura's super is a critical art super, so it doesn't have good range. Typically, you got to do it right next to someone.
A command grab, yes.
It is very fast. Yeah. Oh, you could. Wheels could have gotten super after there as well. I think one thing that we're seeing from Mitch is he's mistiming his jump ins. You wanna time in your buttons pretty late after your jump, unless you're doing an air attack. And in this case, we see Mitch doing a lot of like jumps, but then he'll immediately press the button, which you see a lot with new players because they're used to like other games. Like I think like if you're coming from like Smash or something, like you want to press your aerial as soon as you're in the air, but that's kind of the opposite of Street Fighter, because if you press your aerial as soon as you come into the air, the move's going to end by the time that you're down where you can hit your opponent. So it's not going to work a lot of the time.
And in particular, certain combos will rely on really deep jump-ins in order to get the full follow-up, or your opponent will be pushed back too far by the time you get to your second button. This coming from somebody who's played a
Luckily,
lot
Laura
of Kage and
doesn't
Ryu.
have a lot of hits done. Laura in particular doesn't have to worry about that as much as other characters. Yeah, you definitely need to do it a little bit later. We see it again, right? Jump forward and then instant, or jump up and then instant medium punch, right? That's not really going to do anything unless it's specifically to cover another jump in, or to anti-air against another jump in. And yeah, Wheels is just staying on the ground, right? Wheels is like, I'm going to stay on the ground. I'm just going to keep hitting you.
Yeah, lots of buttons, lots of throws coming
Okay,
out.
good medium control. Yeah. We see again the instant look at this, right? And again, it's not doing anything for the Laura, right? It's not doing anything for Mitch, right? So Mitch really needs to learn his jump in timings, to wait like a second or two after jumping, right? Learn that tempo. Street Fighter is really a tempo based game.
You know,
It's like the closest we'll ever get to like a PvP level game.
A quote that I have from No Good Citizen, saying that he started getting much better at fighting games once he realized that they were just rhythm games for angry people.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And so learning that rhythm is so important, and that we can see the difference of that coming in with Wheels taking a fourth game on Mitch.
Wheels Nikali definitely looking similar. Definitely looking active in a way similar to his Alex, but lighter buttons being pressed in a lot of instances and way more grabs.
And a lot of new players get hung up on these heavy buttons because they're the ones that do the most damage and they're the flashiest. But learning that lights are so freaking good because of how fast they are is really important for a lot of good players. Good throw. That medium punch bolt is not safe. And look, we see Wheels using 3 out of Nikali's 5 special moves. So this is a big upgrade from his Alex play that we saw last time. The only moves that we haven't seen him use are the charge, like sweeping slash, and the command grab. DP coming out. Now Wheels does have low health. Oh, he could have comboed off of that puke and taken the round, but not knowing how to optimize, or Mitch is going to take it.
And luckily for Wheels, in terms of optimization and just learning combos, Nikali is one of the characters that other people have played a lot in the past. So there's resources available both in a big document that has different combos and links and cancels to practice for a number of characters, but also just lots of people in the community that can say, hey, try this.
Yeah, and Nikali is a very easy champion, very beginner heavy champion. And he's a good champion to learn the game because he's got a bunch of different types of motions, right? He's got a quarter circle forwards. He's got a DP motion. He's got a half circle back. He's got a charge move. So learning Nikali is a really good way to improve your fundamental execution because he's basically got like one move of every move type.
Yeah. Also good for teaching players that you need to pop V-Trigger. Because Nikali, when V-Trigger is popped, he's just the same, but better.
Yeah, Nikali notoriously one of the very good beginner characters. I'd say like the best beginner characters are like Kali, Ryu, Cammy, Birdie, Laura.
And I do want to note that we did see Mitch taking his first win that last round. So don't run off. Not running off. But making his presence seen in this set. We have seen some better spacing coming out from him throughout this, the past 2 games in particular. We're seeing some whiffs from Wheels being punished by the medium elbow from Lara. Wow,
yeah, I think it would behoove both of these players. Oh wow, the random medium punch bolt. Yeah, I think it would behoove both of these players to play a little bit more patient. Mitch is pressing a lot of buttons on Wake Up, which is allowing Wheels to get his puke on for free. And I mean, everyone in this group knows how yucky and dangerous that puke can be. So, see, again, right? V skill on Wake Up for Mitch. Just getting hit by the puke for free.
And
We're seeing a little bit of stutter and a little bit of lag.
Yeah, definitely some pretty severe lag going on.
Yeah, and again, this is why we play on the stage on the grid, boys. And it won't fix everything, but it is the best. Oh man, yeah. There's a lot of latency coming out.
And that round stole.
Yeah, Wheels is gonna take it.
Lag, which not necessarily something you normally see in a tournament. For folks who are unaware, if lag spikes, it's kind of traditional for players to back off and just sort of crouch and spam jabs at each other until they can both get smooth sets of jabs coming out. But you know, at the same time, match is the match. The game was live, so Wheels played it. As we continue to see Mitch standing still a little bit at the start of that round. Looks like he's back in the swing of things now. More throws coming out of Wheels. Just throwing all day, every day. Seems to be alternating between throws and heavy buttons, and it's certainly working out for him this round. As he will clinch that final hit, and with that, the game and the set.
Yeah, throws are also very good, and they're a good way to learn because you know, you get into that mix-up of like, am I going to hit him or am I going to throw him? And Wheels is going to take it actually. 5-1. Mitch got a match in there at the end, but Wheels Nikali looking much cleaner than the last time we saw him play. So congrats to both players.
For sure. Let me just remind Don't Run Off to hop out of the lobby, and we'll have Tab Stop versus Shinny coming in next.